It's week 7 of fantasy football and you're watching The Couch. Thanks for tuning in. It's a very popular time for trades right now. And if you're on the fence about a trade, there's one factor that is often overlooked. If a player that's involved in the trade already had their bye week, their fantasy value goes up a little bit. Now, if they still have to have their bye week, they haven't had a bye week yet, their fantasy value is slightly less. Keep that in mind when you're trading. I've listed a lot of great waiver wire pickups on the previous videos. So if you haven't seen them before, make sure you check those out. This week we have an in-depth, complete list of waiver wire pickups. Check these guys out. Hands down, the best waiver wire pickup right now is Felix Jones. DeMarco Murray is out, and the Cowboys play the Panthers. Enough said. William Powell seems to be the #1 running back in Arizona, and he'll make for a good bye week start or a good flex start. I highly recommend handcuffing Ray Rice. So if you have him, you should pick up Bernard Pierce. Mike Goodson also makes for a good handcuff for Darren McFadden owners. The two best wide receivers on waivers right now, Kendall Wright of the Tennessee Titans and Devery Henderson, but only if Lance Moore is out. If Lance Moore is out, look for him to have a good game week 7. I also have a gut feeling about Donald Jones this week. Now, he hasn't done much this year, but look for him to have the best game of his season week 7. With Jeffery being out on the Chicago Bears, look for Hester and Bennet to get more targets. Ryan Fitzpatrick will be a great bye week fill-in. He has a good matchup against the Titans. And also Carson Palmer and Matt Hasselbeck will be decent bye week starts. They have good matchups as well. And for my ultimate sleeper pickup is the Raiders defense. Look for them to be okay. If you have a defense on bye, that's a good pickup. And now for our RotoKnow.com question of the week. Should I trade Steven Jackson for Chris Johnson? Is this just like trading one bust for another? Okay, let's compare the two. Chris Johnson, I'd have to say, has way more potential and more upside than Steven Jackson. Now, there's less competition at the running back spot over there in Tennessee. And Chris Johnson has that big playability that I don't think Steven Jackson really has. Now, you see Daryl Richardson getting more handoffs over there. I have a good feeling they're going to say goodbye to Steven Jackson next year while they ease in their younger running back core. So say yes to this trade, get Chris Johnson, and hope for the best. And that's all the time we have for this week. Make sure you guys check out the website for IDP articles as well as fantasy basketball rankings, sleepers, and cheat sheets. See you guys next week.